Forestwood here. Oh my gosh, we're over in Richmond. We're literally at Bridgeport Station right now. Yeah, we're at Bridgeport Station. Can you believe we got the mountains in the background here? I love it. The mountains get even bigger if you go this way. Guys, I'm hungry. I wanted to go down and get some good affordable food for some great value down there. I have a hankering for a craving to fulfill. So we're gonna head on down further into Richmond. But yeah, we're just waiting for the SkyTrain. It's gonna come literally in a minute or two. Okay, drat. I almost had the time on the thing, but on the display, but then it disappeared. It disappeared. It'll come back. 1 minute, and the train is coming up here. So this should be exciting. Oh my gosh, great to see you. Yeah. So just to tell you a little story. Okay. Before my husband left to go and travel and see family for a little bit, okay, we were literally down here in Richmond, and we were talking about, oh, he's gonna make a bunch of food for me and all that stuff. We were saying it right in front of like one of the Hong Kong cafe stalls. And Alice was like, well, what are you gonna do when you run out of food? We run out of the food that I've cooked at least. I'm like, I'm not sure. And then one of the ladies chimed in and said, oh, don't worry, he can just come down to Richmond and have some Hong Kong food. I loved it. And I actually ran out of As's food last night. So we are heading down to Richmond to get some Hong Kong food. Okay. There's a bunch of people piling out right now because they got on the Richmond train, but they're traveling. They're either heading on over to the ferry or something like that. So we'll sneak in here. I'll give you a rear view. And it'll be good because right now it's pointing straight into the sun on the other side. So you get a rear view train ride. But that is Bridgeport Station that we are currently leaving on. We're here. Is that Christine? Christine! Great to have you. Oh my gosh.
This train is for Richmond Brighouse.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, that is the SkyTrain. Wow! Good to see you, Christine. Nice to have you here. Wow!
The next station is Capstan.
So we're almost there. We're almost over at Capstan Station. Then we have one station to go from there. One station. It's not going to take us long at all now. Now we are on the adventure. Oh my gosh, Justin, great to see you. Jasmine, great to see you too. Yeah, beautiful day out here. So yeah, it is quite the beautiful day out here today, here on the SkyTrain. Of course, this is the Richmond SkyTrain, so it's fairly packed. Yeah, great to see you too. fairly packed. We're gonna go one more station over to Aberdeen, and that's gonna get us close to Parker Place. And from there, I gotta get some food because I'm hungry. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry.
For Richmond Brighouse.
Sean, great to see you. Nice to have you on the street. So we're almost on over there. It's not going to take us much longer. Just past Ridgeview Plaza and the Canadian Tire. Yaletown you can see in the background there. We are over at Aberdeen. Literally over at Aberdeen.
The next station is Aberdeen.
Talk 3 Folds, like, thanks for the recommendation of Alpha Tea in Metrotown. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I heard the Robson one isn't open yet, and like last time I passed it, it wasn't. So I was talking to I ran into some of the influencer girlies on the bus. I love them because they do food like no one's business. And we got it started talking about alpha and stuff like that, and macuti and everything else. And yeah, they gave me the whole down low. It was like, wow, wow. What a day, what a day. Kind of saying, have you eaten at the Oakridge Park food court yet? Yes, I have. I have video footage for that, but I had a few obligations that I had to take care of first. So we shall be, I had to put together a video for the Hayek Parade, a behind the scenes. So that is coming out later today at 5 p.m. So you folks can watch that. I integrated a little bit of a history into that as well, so you can catch up on a little bit on learning what Stump City is all about, which is what U.S. Minister used to be called way back in the day. Before the Royal City, it was nicknamed Stump City. Then it became the Royal City because that's the capital. But for today, we have come down here plenty of times before because you guys all know I love this food and it's delicious. But yeah, I have been there. I had some beautiful food at Santo Taco, and I did get my bubble run. I got their Vietnamese coffee cloud drink as well. It was absolutely delicious. I got to see other food because camera, ghost in the gimbal, eh? Ghost in the gimbal. I'm still learning with my gimbal. There's like an extra tap that you can do now that'll flip it. That wasn't on the old one, but yeah. Sean, great to see you. Nice to have you here. So yeah, I had Bubba Run and I tried Santo Tacos, and then I got to see some of the other food at Oakridge Park as well. It was absolutely delicious. Okay, and I'm definitely planning on going back there sometime soon. I'd have to go with a budget, of course. But for today, I'm really hungry. My husband, he's usually the one in the family that bakes the bread and everything like that. So I'm gonna be picking up some bread and stuff like that too a little bit later, just so that we can have a few breakfast items sitting around the home until he gets home. Okay? And he'll let you know when he's coming. Don't worry about it. He'll let you know. He is doing a savory Sunday from Dhaka. I think he'll do it tomorrow though, which might be tonight. I'm not sure. But he wanted to do something to you. So if he delivers it on Monday, you guys know why. But yeah, we're gonna head on over to one cafe over at the Parker Place Mall. And I'm gonna get me some delicious, beautiful food because I'm hungry. It's great to see you. Nice to have you here on the street. Yeah, but we can totally gab about Oakridge Park right now. Okay. So I got to see a lot of the other food. Kishimoto showed me some of their food and stuff like that because my live stream wasn't performing very well, but other people went in and tested the live stream after a lot of the crowds went down, and they didn't have a problem at all. So it was probably just a news cruise. And that's part of the problem when you go to a grand opening like that, or you go to a big event like Chinese New Year over at the Aberdeen Center, where they do the big stage where the mayor does a speech and all that type of stuff. Okay, that's not the grand relay that you see inside. We don't really have any problems with that. But there's a lot of TV crews down there, and they unfortunately and unintentionally interrupt the signal because their gear just soaks up so much bandwidth. And that's okay, that's their job. But the great thing with us is we can go back there. So yeah, it is also a gorgeous day, so I decided to come on down here. And it's just a nice day to get out and about in a... Look at the solitary plant. It's just so lonely. It's just so lonely. It's like you want to come up to it and you're like, hi plant, how's it going? What are you doing here? All by yourself, all by your lonesome, pot and all. Wow. Wow. Oh, if you're missing a plant, there's a plant right on over there you got. But yeah. So I got to see Kishimoto's food. I got to see Lunch Lady's food. And basically what I would tell you right now to do is if you want to see all of the food coming out of there before you get to see my experience, okay? And there's a really, really good food vlog out there. And I don't need to tell you who because I already told a bunch of people already. Just go online, you'll find it. I was so excited for Bronwyn. She's probably gagging right now. But yeah. But what a beautiful, beautiful day. Let's go get some food. There's the ultimate esports gaming arena. That's Net 8 right across the street there. Net 8. We are not going to that. That is way too bro for me. We're going over here, Parker Place Mall. Come. Just gonna go have some good food. That's the whole point of today. It's just to make sure I get food in my belly. And then we'll head back downtown and see what's going on over there. But we are in Richmond right now, and we are at Parker Place Mall. And this is an awesome place to come for some very, very cheap and affordable eats. If you don't want to pay a lot of money and you want to have a lot of delicious food, this is where you come. These guys will do you right and they'll do a good job for you too. And that's the important part, is being able to enjoy something that you're going to enjoy. So here we go. We've come to Parker Place. Oh my goodness gracious. And it's busy as usual. It is busy as usual. What can you expect? What can you expect? Okay. I was actually looking to get some pan-fried chicken cutlet right on over here and tomato soup with macaroni, and then grabbing 2 eggs for the scramble. That's one of the things I was interested in there. I'm quite full right now. I just got mac and cheese and soup buns. You read my mind. You read my mind. They got the stirred Nissan noodles combinations as well. I'm actually interested in the stirred Nissan noodles as well. That's interesting, and that comes with a free coffee. That's interesting as well, right on over here. These are pretty good. They got pork jowl with cream cheese sauce right there. That looks delicious. And they also got like a nice luncheon meat one there. Okay, and then all of these are nice too. Not quite sure what to get. What do you think? You want the Nissan noodle? Do you want noodles or do you want soup? And noodles or soup? You got a few seconds to make a decision right now. What's the number? Hold on. Okay, T1. Okay, I got it. Is it T1? No, it's not T1. It's T2. Or you can get the pan-fried beef. Pan-fried beef would be T1. That's pretty good. Everything, I know, Christine, I know. That's the thing. That's the thing. I was also thinking of getting, yeah, okay. So I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do because I didn't even have breakfast today, right? I just got one of those chew bars earlier this morning. and stuff like that. They're figuring out logistics right now. One of those true chew bars that we had yesterday at the race. Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah, so we're just waiting to make our order here. Oh, that's okay. They still got a menu up here too, so we can look even closer, even more. But there is a few seats around. This is the best time to come to the Parker. This is the best time to come to Parker Place Mall because it's not super busy, but it's still business, still regular business hours. It's not like late in the evening or anything. Mm-hmm. Hey, can I actually get the T2? T2? Yeah, with a warm milk tea. Macaroni, please.
Macaroni?
Yeah, and can we make it yin yang?
Yin yang or cold?
Hot. Yeah. And can I also get the eggs with hash brown? That's a good question. I want the scrambled eggs, please. Thank you very much. They're taking care of me. That's what matters. Yeah, for here. Okay. I got cash if we need it. Okay, we're good. We're good. It won't take them very long either. I'm gonna go score a seat like right now before it disappears. This seat was like screaming my name. It was literally screaming my name. Colby, great to see you. Hold on, I have to square up the camera. I don't think anyone's over here right now. Okay, we're good. Good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Yeah, I'm just grabbing some like lunch and dinner. It's like the opposite of brunch. It's dinner. We're doing dinner right now, but we're doing all day Hong Kong breakfast dinner. But we are mixing it up. We are getting the tomato soup with the chicken cutlet on over here, which is a staple that I really haven't dived into much. So it should be interesting to see, okay? If you've never seen Parker Place Mall before, here's the food court right on over here. You have so much delicious, delicious food here. Okay, there's Taiwanese food right across the way there. There's just so much on over here, but I'm really going for the value food today. So that is what we are doing. We are getting some value food on down here. And it should be pretty good. Let's check our audio signal out right now. See how we're doing with the audio. It seems to be fine on you guys' side. So I just kind of curious as to what like all the little details are in the audio that you might not be able to pick up, but I can pick up too because I've been fiddling around with some of the settings. Just wanting you to know what's going on. Fiddling around. Okay. So the audio is pretty good. So I think we're good there. But yeah, we're just gonna wait for our food. It's gonna come. It's not gonna take very long, okay? Because the thing that I ordered also doesn't take very long. So they're gonna take the macaroni noodles. They're gonna put it in the tomato soup, which is gonna be filled with a whole bunch of vegetables, and all of that stuff. So yeah, it should be pretty good. It should be pretty good. One thing we can do right now, though, is take this little toy, put it at the bottom, It's supposed to fall. Oh, it's yellow right now. Hold on. I think it's following me now. Yeah, we're good. Oh no, I did it again. So I have a toy that gets the camera to follow me around. Okay, we're good, we're good. We can get the camera to follow us around now. I live. It makes it a heck of a lot easier to pick up food. We're in real close proximity as well. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for this thing to go off. And they do have a few orders in front of me, so it's gonna take a little hot minute for them to come, but it should be good. Now, if you want to come on over here and get some good food, okay, they have both warm and cold drinks that come with the meal. Though if you want it cold, they're gonna charge you an extra bill 50 because they're gonna have to change the drink up so it's a little bit fancier, so it fits the Hong Kong profile of what the cold style of that drink would be, as opposed to the warm style, which is very plain Jane. It doesn't have as much flavor, but for me it has a lot of comfort food properties, which is exactly what I am interested in. So, so that should be good. I'll show you the food as it comes out. We'll get to see a little bit more of a Hong Kong cuisine. Christine is more than familiar with this, as well as Andrew, so you guys can understand what's going on. But yeah, we can share in a little bit of the deliciousness. It's here at Parker Place Mall. Okay, plus we got one of the best cafes behind us right on over here too. So that should be interesting to see. But yeah, we're gonna get some food, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time. So if you've never come down here before, this is an easy way to get down here. Is just to catch. I literally got on the Canada line over at Bridgeport station there for you. I had gotten on the YVR train by accident, so I got off the YVR train. It wasn't a big deal. You just get off at Bridgeport and you get on the Richmond one. So, and then I took the Richmond one down from Bridgeport station, the Canada line, all the way out over to oh, I'm getting such a brain fuzz right now. Aberdeen Center Station, and from there, I think I'm gonna turn the camera around just so it's not on that shop the whole time. Okay, and then it's a little easier. That was a little too close. And it's further away. People don't have as much of a problem, but I kind of wanted to, if we're sitting right behind it and turn the camera around, it makes everyone a little more comfortable. It's thinking about the culture and stuff like that too. That's kind of important. But yeah, it's really easy to get down here. Just get off at Aberdeen Station and then walk down number 1 road past Aberdeen Center. Oh my gosh, we're ready. Let's go. Oh wow. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You have chopsticks? Thank you very much. Okay, I tried to get it to follow me, but it was weird. The camera was weird. Okay, let's take this fancy goo hat off right now. This is great if you're filming, like a video and stuff like that. It's real useful. It's real useful, but when you're live vlogging, sometimes it can be, it's fun if it works, and if it doesn't, well, it's okay. You just see what you see. But yeah, we are down here right now. So we have gotten, I'll show you the spread, just so that you can see the spread here. Put it all together for you. Here's the spread. So, all of this, around 15 buckies. All of this, 15 buckies. Okay, if you look at it, a nice huge hash brown. Okay, and that is the soft creamy scrambled eggs that are very popular here in Richmond and in Hong Kong. Okay, the spread is pretty fire. Okay, this is your Yaletown right here. That's why it's a little speckled. There's a little bit of coffee in there too. Okay, as well as milk tea. And then this is your tomato soup with your pan-fried chicken cutlet, and they've sliced it up for us, which is exactly what we want them to do. Just gonna move a few things out of the way. There we go. Okay. So let's try, yeah, for 15 buckies, like if you want to have a nice big budget meal, especially if you haven't eaten anything all day like me, like I have a problem forgetting to eat food. Okay, it's not like a really, really huge, big, bad problem because eventually I remember to eat. But I do have a habit of forgetting to eat food for a bit of time, and then I turn around and I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I didn't eat anything. Oh, maybe I should eat something now. That's why having a husband sometimes is handy, or just like a partner in general, because they can kind of look at you and go, okay, they're getting hungry. And every once in a while, just slide some food in front of you. Very, very good. I love their milk tea on over here. It has a nice, it's both milky and it has a nice like black tea strong flavor. And then when you get the yang right on over here, or yin yang would be easier for some people to say, which is Yaletown. But the Yaletown right on over here, this is where they mix the coffee, the Hong Kong coffee, with the Hong Kong tea. You'll often see it advertised over here in Canada as like half and half, which is a lot easier for people to understand. Now this is the creamy egg here. We've had this plenty of times on the channel before. Everyone knows that I enjoy it and I love it. And it's just this really slow cooked creamy egg on over here. But like I'm literally gonna have a feast right now on camera right in front of you here, just showing you some of the affordable food that you can get here. You really want to eat this as soon as possible. And don't be afraid to put the egg. I used to get toast a lot. I've turned around and decided I want the hash brown more often now these days. That's just me. But you can get a hash brown for the price of the 2 slices of toast. Now, if you're getting their signature dishes, their signature all-day breakfast dishes, like the satay beef and ramen and stuff like that, okay, Colby watched me, it was on that stream, I think Justin and Christine were too, where I had the satay beef with the instant ramen noodles. It'll come with a free coffee and the eggs and the toast all together. If you're getting the tomato soup like I have today, it does cost a little bit extra, but the tomato soup meal is actually a little bit cheaper. So it all comes around to about the same price. And when you're literally down here in Richmond, a lot of these food courts are actually the places a lot of people eat. A lot of people work very hard on over here. Kevin, great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Coquitlam88 on the stream. Yeah, we're down in Richmond. I'm just having some One Cafe on over here at Parker Place Mall. A lot of people will just come on over here. A lot of people work very hard, so they come to these food courts to eat. Eat and get food. And so these food courts down here literally feed the country. And you'll see these food courts in a lot of the different malls around Metro Vancouver, all the way from Henderson Mall, which is an Asian focused mall, a little more Korean on over there, but that's where K-Town is. Okay. And that would be over in Coquitlam, all the way down over to Richmond here. And we even have ones that serve the office crowd during the lunchtime rush in downtown Vancouver, and that would be the International Food Court on over there. Over on Hornby, I believe Hornby Street, but it might be Howe Street. You can check that out. But yeah, I'm just enjoying some delicious, delicious food. Yeah, it's great to have all of these different options on over here. And Justin's just saying, blessed to have such affordable options like this mall. Okay, because yeah, this is like the opposite of Oakridge Park. That's the thing. I get why everyone wants to know about Oakridge Park, and I'm more than happy to talk about it. It's brand new, okay? And to be honest with you, I've been living in Vancouver now for what, like 4 years and stuff like that? Napkins! Well, we can't use one of them, but we can use two of them. Oh, Nelly. Oh, Nelly. The napkins are blowing away. I'm going to put them in my pocket here. Ah, I laugh. Yeah, this is like the opposite, the exact opposite of Oakridge Park out over here. Make it a thumbnail. Okay, I think we're good. Give me a sec here. Because it's tomato soup, you gotta put it down and break it up a little bit first. It's so good. But yeah, this is the exact opposite, like I said, of Oakridge Park right on over here. A lot of the food in here is just delicious and healthy. Okay. And really, really not difficult in any way. They're not trying to make something complex. But keeping that in mind, we need an Oakridge Park in the Metro Vancouver area though as well, because every once in a while you want to have those types of experiences. And the thing is that Oakridge Park makes a lot of those high-end restaurants, which often fill up on the weekends when people want to go in, or those meal times where they can't necessarily get in. It gets a little hard to get into the lunch lady. It gets a little hard to get into Kishimoto and stuff like that. But what's really cool is you can go to the food court on over there and you can get some delicious, delicious food. You're going to be paying the price because it's high-end, but what comes with high-end is high-end ingredients. So it's very good. It's very good, but that's like this is where you come more often. This is more of the locals experience right on over here. And that's why even behind me here, you don't see a single empty table on over here today. There's like There's maybe one table. There's someone fiercely protecting the table there. I think they're protecting two tables together. I don't blame them. They want everyone to be together. But this is your chicken. This is your chicken cutlet. This is pan fried. And the soup is really good. I love this right on over here. Just a nice chopped pan-fried chicken cutlet. Throw it in here. You can get a fish cutlet. You can get, I think you have to ask specifically for the fish cutlet. But you can get a pork chop. And you can get regular beef on in here too. There's a bunch of different choices, which is great, which is really, really great to see. Let's go in for some of the soup. Like the thing is with this, like look at this giant piece of tomato that's just like sitting right on top here. Just so simple. Colby's like, threefold. Christine's talked about the, Gentle. Gentle's on the stream. Hey, good to see you. Nice to have you here. But yeah, this is really good. And the way that they do this tomato broth on over here is just so tangy. It's a real strong tomatoey tang. And I greatly appreciate that. A whole lot. There's green beans in here. There's carrots in here. And this is what we're talking about. A lot of this food on over here. And of course the tomato broth in here as well. And it really gets you a lot of the vitamins that you wouldn't necessarily get if you're just eating hamburgers on buns all day. Oh, I'm on YouTube right now.
How do I find you? What do I look up?
You just give me a sec. I'll pull up a QR code. I come prepared.
Okay.
Give me a sec here. Hold on. Photos. Collections. Download. There you go. People are asking right now. That's awesome. Good to see you guys. So just some beautiful food. Not as tasty though. That is really tasty. So just like this rich tomatoey tang here. And then if you can see, the pan-fried chicken just kind of soaks up all of the juices on in here. And when you take a bite of that pan-fried chicken, they literally did it, of course, in a pan or on the hardtop grill there and stuff like that. And they'll do the same job. But you get that kind of smoky flavor built into the meat here. And then it mixes with the tomato, so it's both smoky and tomatoey all at once. Just a beautiful bite to have. And it's boneless too, so you don't have to worry about the bone in there. So delicious, so delicious. Today I didn't want to do an overly complex an overly complex stream too. So we're just kind of taking it real easy today. My husband's not in town. There's no festivals or events on, so I'm going for some food. I'm literally going for some food. That's what we're doing. What a day, though. What a day. But yeah, we want to talk about Oakridge Park. Seeing as this is like a good contrast to Oakridge Park, you can hear the amount of people in here. You can hear the rustle. You can hear everyone. You can see how it's busy back here. That table is actually occupied with someone. They're just hiding behind me there. Okay? There's so many people just enjoying some good, affordable food here. But at the same point in time, like I said before, you need Oakridge Park because that gives people access to the restaurants that they might not have necessarily ever tried before. And it really shows some of the talent that's down here. One cafe down here in Richmond doesn't have to show itself off. Everyone knows that it's good. Everyone knows that if you want Taiwanese food, you go to Joy's right back there where the orange signs are. Okay? If everyone knows that if you want to go on over, there's Tin Tin just on the other side of here too. That's where you can get your bake with like the little small tomatoes inside of it and stuff like that, the cherry tomatoes, all full and they burst in your mouth and they're super hot. Okay? Yeah. Justin's saying, have you tried the curry beef tendon and rice at Chaidana? Johan. Okay, no, I have not yet, but I saw Anson and Angeli try it, or Anson and Angeli try it, okay? And it looked very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. So I'm excited to see that. I actually watched Anson and Angeli's Chaki video today. It just kind of popped onto YouTube. I was like, oh, I'm interested. But yeah, in the next few days, I'm gonna bring out my Oakridge Park, my first food review from Oakridge Park for you guys, so you'll be able to see that. Okay, I was in there on that day, spent an extra 3 hours in there and trying to get some food and just trying to explore around the food court and see what was offered. And it was very good. A lot of it was just like standing 30 to 40 minutes in line waiting to get be able to order the food. And then after that, it was another 30 or 40 minutes to get the food. But that was opening day, and you saw how many people were there at the start of my live stream before I kind of crashed because so many people just came in with all their cell phones around, which is exactly what we want. We want the news to spread. Justin's like, I'm getting addicted to their content now. Yeah, Anson and Angeli do a really, really good job. They focus primarily on the restaurants here in Richmond, and one of their specialties is the Hong Kong cafes. They'll go to other places too, but if you're seeing them go to a lot of Hong Kong cafes, that's because that's their specialty. That's what they've been doing for years. And they really know their stuff. So I really, really appreciate it. I also really appreciate Brownwyn, okay, because she's a food writer who's worked years as a food writer and food critic to be able to go in and have the budget to show you all of the food that is in Oakridge Park. If you were to watch any video besides my live stream, just to see the start of the opening day and the opening of the doors and stuff like that, is to go watch Brownwyn's. It's the best food review out there. Okay, my food review will come out soon, but yeah, it's great to be able to come down here more regularly and get this food, but it's also awesome. Like, I've never eaten a pigeon before, and that's in Oakridge Park. I'm excited to try that out. I might not try the $40 foie gras that Andrew was talking about, but they got some $23 dishes, and they'll fill you up. So, but for me, I don't tend to go and I don't tend to do the Tim Lee thing, and that's the other thing. When you got people like Brownwyn, Feast Right Grow, by the way, okay, going around and showing you all of the food that they eat, that's their specialty right on over there. I do a bit more of a variety show. I don't want to have a whole bunch of food sitting in front of me that I'm not necessarily going to finish all at once. So, yeah. And that's okay. There's the Tim Lees and the And the feast right goes out there who will go to a food court and order a whole bunch of food on one day and show you all of that stuff and enjoy it. And then there's people like me that'll, and this is just one segment of the show that we're doing right on down here, is having a little bit of food and really kind of showing you the culture, focusing on that. So I'm literally dunking the meat back in here to soak up more of that tomato tang. Okay. Again, that grill top, either that grill top, they did either on a flat grill or in a pan. It's absolutely delicious. Whoops, a little smoky too. I really like that kind of like smoky, and you can really only get that in like a big commercial restaurant. That type of flavor. So because Hong Kong was under British rule for a very long time, about 100 years since 1997, so what is it, 1897 to 1997 was when they were under British rules, because there was a 100-year lease on that and stuff like that on the island to the Brits. Okay, and there's a whole history, a colonial history behind that that's not very good and stuff like that too. But Hong Kong cuisine adopted some of the Western cuisine, fused it together and made some delicious food, and we are having some of that right now. So this is a common breakfast item on over here, just to show you off a little bit of that. Now, Justin's talking about Oakridge Park again. This is good. We're having a conversation right now. We're mixing the two. We're blending Richmond on over here and affordable food with an awesome conversation about more expensive high-end food, but definitely things to check out at least once or twice in your life. If not even like, you could go there regularly and stuff. They have a few affordable items, like they have a nice, beautiful hot dog over at Fernie that is actually around 10-15 buckies, so pretty affordable. Santo Taco, you can get one taco on over there. If you were to get one taco at Santo Taco for $8, I would get the skirt steak taco, okay? And then you can also get down low, which is fairly affordable too, in comparison to all the other restaurants on over there. Justin's saying, I don't know if I could palate pigeon, but I'll take a burger at Fernie's. Yeah, or Feeney's. Feeney's is what it's called. I said Fernie's, but it's Feeney's. Feeney's is, it looked really good. I've never had it before, so I'm interested. I literally am interested. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how many people from Oakridge Park go to FIFA and how many people from FIFA go to Oakridge Park. Slip it in, people there. Justin reminded me. Thank you very much for that. That's a good tip. Thank you. I almost forgot. Peyton's just like, hey, how's it going? Finally got you on live. Yeah, well, here I am. The other thing is, because they put the chicken cutlet right into the tomato soup, we got a little bit of the smokiness from the juice off of the chicken right in here in the soup as well. But this tomato base on over here is, like I said, very, very tangy, very interesting. So one of my favorite noodles, if you're getting the tomato soup, you can get it with spaghetti noodles, you can get it with thin vermicelli noodles, you can get it with macaroni noodles, you can even get it with instant noodles if you really want. They're going to charge you more for it. I love the macaroni noodles. I love the macaroni noodles. It's a little bit warm of a dish, so I'm warming up a little bit. It's great in the wintertime, but it's also good in the summertime. Once all of the liquid from the soup has kind of subsided with the heat in your stomach, it actually starts to cool you down. It's pretty good. And Peyton, if you would have seen the spread that I had at the start of the live stream, Okay, there's a whole meal here. Like there is way more than what I'm eating now. But it's really good. I would like to go back to, but so I'm kind of like balancing all of this stuff out right now too. So I would like to go back to Oakridge Park at some point in time and just show you a little bit more. Maybe try something else out. Okay, something, but they also have like, if you want to just go on over there and see what it's like, you can go on over there and like you can order like a Bubble Run drink or a drink from Bubble Run. Okay, and Bubble Run is a nice little Korean milk tea shop or Bubba shop that it has its brick and mortar over on, I believe they are on either Hastings Street or they're on West Cordova in Gastown. Okay, close to Abbott Street. And they do a delicious, delicious drinks. And they set up their first expansion on over there. And that was awesome at Oakridge Park. That was so cool to see. And they haven't changed their prices. Like that's the other cool thing that's very cool is that, for example, when you come down here to Richmond or you go on over to Burnaby, one cafe is the same at all of those locations. And the cool thing about Oakridge Park is they kind of kept that tradition going from the restaurants and the brick and mortar on over there. So if you go to the Lunch Lady stall at Oakridge Park, you're going to be paying the same price as you would for the food back at the Lunch Lady as well. There's not like a deal on over there, but they're not charging you over as well, which is interesting to see. 1982 saying One Me Cafe. It's awesome. I love it. And this is like my new favorite food on over here. Very often, if I was to get fast food back in my hometown, it would be jerk pork or jerk chicken with rice and peas, and that's because the prevalency of that food back in my hometown was very, 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 very common and very, very popular on over there. But you can see I have adjusted. Moving on over to the West Coast here, and just understanding the differences in the culinary scene, even if we're talking about more expensive food and more affordable food as well. And it's good to understand, and I'm like, one of the things that I was intrigued about was these tomato soups right on over here, breakfast items. And having this for the second time now, okay, I would definitely say I enjoy, like second time from one cafe. I hadn't ordered this very often before in the past. I could definitely see myself regularly, I already regularly come down here, but if I lived in Hong Kong, I could definitely see myself getting something like this every day. I would probably go for the satay booth with the instant noodles though more often. It's just such comfort food. And there's something about the beef and the broth and the noodles all coming together, but this is the same thing. But like I'm really, when I'm dedicated to my tomato soup breakfast on over here, I want to get it with the macaroni noodles. Now, this is one thing that actually I found was missing from Oakridge Park was a good breakfast scene on over there. Doesn't necessarily mean, but that's okay. They don't want to necessarily compete with One Cafe or Chadon or Chaki and stuff like that down here in Richmond that is also like expanding across Metro Vancouver. That's not their jam, and there's a lot of other Hong Kong cafes that are kicking around the city that are a little more pricey, like $1 or $2 more, like the Gloucester Cafe over on Cambia Street, okay, or Song's Cafe over at Heather Street at Heather and West Broadway. Okay, iCafe in the station or City Square Mall is actually quite affordable, but they don't do breakfast all day. And that's just because if they did, they don't have the space. They have a smaller kitchen back there, and they also they found that they weren't selling a lot of all-day breakfast, and so that's why they kind of split it. If you come in the morning for breakfast, you can get breakfast. Yeah, Christine's like, you are totally a Hong Konger now. Glad you like it. Okay. When I eventually go to Hong Kong, I'm gonna definitely be gagging at the food on over there, which means I'm gonna be loving it. Gag is like a word for, I'm gonna be like tantalized over it. I'm gonna be excited. Like gag is another word for excited. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot in Vancouver. There is a lot. But if you want the best price on Hong Kong food, okay, I would say the best price on Hong Kong food is the One Cafes, is the Chadons, okay? And in Richmond, because they have such a high concentration of people who enjoy Hong Kong cuisine or are actually from Hong Kong, originally who have emigrated here or their family was, you just get it for such a cheaper price on over here. Peyton's like, I want to go. Hong Kong food is the best. Yeah, no problem, Justin. I really do enjoy it. I really do. But there's also other good food in Vancouver. So one of my other favorite food items in Vancouver is Persian food, kebabs. And those are absolutely delicious. And tomorrow for Munchy Mondays, I'm actually planning out another stream right now that has a little more thought than today's stream. I told you guys today is a little bit more loosey-goosey, but we'll have a more thought-out stream for tomorrow. It's gonna hopefully be interesting and fun. Brooke, good to see you. Nice to have you here. Hope you're having a great day. I am. Brooke, I forgot. I was working on a few things. I forgot to eat breakfast. And so I was able to get down here to Richmond and get myself some all-day breakfast later in the afternoon. I'm pretty happy. Great to have you here. Here's the broth, so you can really see like there's a nice red color to it. And there's a little bit of contrast from Joy's signs on there in the back of the camera, but it's a nice red broth. A very, very rich tomato base. That was good. That was good. I am happy. I am happy. We are done. The food. I still have milk tea though. Yeah. Yeah, the sun is definitely awesome on over here. We're gonna have a few days that are gonna be very, very, a little bit warmer than what we've been having for the past week. Temperatures around anywhere from 13 degrees to 18 and 19 degrees. But starting tomorrow, it's gonna get up to 24 and then 27. It's interesting to see. Oh, they got the big guns out now, the guy who yells everything. I love it. I love it. Oh, they went to Joy's and they got some delicious, delicious Taiwanese fried chicken. I should come down here and grab some Taiwanese fried chicken for Asif sometime. He loves that stuff. It's got like the Taiwanese basil in there and stuff like that. And so, it's so good. Yeah, it was a pretty thorough meal, Peyton. It definitely was. David, great to see you. Okay, let's get our stuff. We're gonna wear the hat because it's sunny outside. Oh, I forgot I had a plaid shirt behind me too. Could you imagine me just leaving without my shirt? I could. I could definitely imagine myself leaving without my shirt. My future self will thank me for making I waited until Friday for fried chicken. Yes, my future self would too. Like that's one of the things. I came down here, I was like, oh, I could come on down here and have Joy's. And then I was like, oh wait, that's gonna be a lot of fried chicken in 1 week. So like, that's one of the things that Asif and me, when we're doing these live streams, we kind of also talk with our doctors and stuff like that too, just to see. And like, our doctor just told us to be sensible and smart too. If you're going to be doing live streams and showing off some of the food occasionally on your channel, it's something that you definitely need to kind of think about as well. You don't want to be eating fried chicken all the time, okay? In fact, the doctor told Asif he can only have fried chicken 3 times a week. That's a big like the doctor saying that was a big deal, and then Asif got the hint that he should probably only do it once a week. But the doctor definitely compromised. Definitely compromised. He was like, okay, this guy's gonna be eating fried chicken a lot. Thank you. But yeah, it is so busy today. There's the stage. The stage just kind of sits there. Like this is like a little community center on back here, but you can see just how busy it is and all that stuff. Like it really is a little hub on over here. Don't buy Korean, order sushi for dinner. There's nothing wrong with like sushi for dinner is actually very healthy. Well, the doctor would say with that one as well, because Asif did consult the doctor on that when he was doing sushi Sundays. She was just a little concerned because sometimes the fish can have chemicals inside of it that just unfortunately. Toshan fume. Okay, this place is new. Look at that right there. Wow. Just make sure I keep people off of the stream. So, but yeah, they got some hand shredded chicken. It looks like different types of Hainanese chicken or different types of chicken. Mala hand shredded chicken. So hand shredded chicken, easy to eat, not difficult. Looks like it comes, you can get some salads with it too. It's a lot of vegetables in it. This looks good. And then over here, if you're a sweet tooth, you can get like, that looks like an onion though, onion waffle. But they have some delicious, you could see how like there's no English on this side right here. There's English here. Very Richmond, and it's okay. Just if you're unsure, because they don't have the English on the signs, ask. They usually have someone who speaks English, or they can find someone who speaks English if you don't have someone who speaks English at the, occasionally there's someone who like, you know, isn't speaking English at the food stalls, but most of the time just ask. I think we need to go this way. They're more than happy to understand. The other thing is you can do point and shoot, point, okay, as well. And that works as well. So there. Ooh. There's a few new shops that have come in. This one right on over here does like pork hocks. I'm interested in that. And this one has recently come on in here too. Okay, this is yummy rice roll on over here. I think we're gonna have to come back and try out some of these things a little bit later. The rice rolls look very, very affordable right on over here. And they got a cold noodle too. Yeah. This is such an Asian mall. It's such an Asian mall. I love it. I live. It's so Vancouver. It's so Vancouver. I love it. I love every minute of it. And this is the thing, like if I was back home in my hometown, okay, because this is my home now, but if I was back in my hometown, this would be very, very mixed with a whole bunch of white people, a whole bunch of black people, and a whole bunch of brown people, okay? But when you're over here on the Pacific Coast, you get a whole bunch of people from the Pan-Asian continent on over here, which is a different mix of people, but totally makes sense based on where we are in the world. And those are the interesting things that are here. Okay, we came out at the back here on Hazel. So we're over here on Hazel. Let's go up to the corner. If you've been on my stream before, you know exactly where we are. We're over by Fairchild Square right now. Fairchild. And if you're local, you probably know the Wenzhou Friendship Society out over there. I love it. Interesting things. I'm peeling back layers, and some people know what I'm talking about, and some people, it's okay if you don't. But you can see a lot of these friendship societies, and we include in that, we saw the Wenzhou Friendship Society over at the Chinatown Parade. There's a lot of benevolent organizations there, and they serve a particular role in the communities down here as well. So there's a whole bunch of layers on over here that not everyone is necessarily aware of all the time, but when you start to pull it out and show it, you can start to see a little bit more of what's going on. And who comes on right now? Andrew Wong. Ah, love it. Good to see you, yeah? Good to see. Oh, I've been over here before, but there's a nice little tofu shop that, and I was actually over here not too long ago, but this is the nice little tofu shop on over here that Anson and Ainley went to. I'm a little too full right now to go on into it. Anson and Angeli. At some point in time, I got Ainley in my head. I'm gonna have to ask Angeli how she wants me to pronounce it next time I see her. But this place is awesome too. We could go in there. Oh, we could get a little bit of food. Like, I don't want to be stuffing my face though with food and stuff like that. That's not me. And I just ate a lot. There's an entire mall in here though too, eh? That people forget about. There's like literal stores in here and stuff like this too. These are all like the chairs that people will sit in right on over here. Okay, the massage chairs and stuff like that. And then there's a second floor there as well. There's a second floor there as well. Just keeping the kids off of the people. I just wanted to show you like the chairs. This is a very Vancouver thing too, to see massage chairs on over here. They're very popular. Very, very popular. It's very, if you want a gold one, you can get one in gold. Like there's literally one in gold right here. See, it's literally another massage chair just in gold. I love it. I live. Andrew just came back from Oakridge. There's an hour wait for the food court right now. Are you serious? So the lineups haven't ended yet. Andrew's giving us the tea. I almost decided to plan to do a live stream over there, but if there's like an hour wait to get in, I can definitely see that we're gonna need to give it a little bit longer. But this place is awesome right on over. It's very busy today, so I think we'll stay out. Yeah, it's very, very busy today. We could go in. We could definitely go in and grab a seat if you wanted. They have like little snackies on over here too that are very good. Okay, but what you do is you order your pudding right on over here. You can get your hot or your cold pudding, and then for $6.05, it's $1 for the topping. Okay, or it's more. Yeah. Yeah, it's worse than the Crystal Mall's One Cafe. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Crystal Mall's One Cafe is like a 30-minute wait. It's like loving the Asian malls. Yeah, there's some really, really good gems down here. There is definitely some really, really good gems down here. Okay. Hi. I'm just talking on my video phone. I'm gonna keep it on me. Can I get one of these on over here? Okay. I just wanted to get one topping with. Good question. Good question. Yeah, cold today, and if I can get it with some grass jelly. If I can sit right here, is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
You want here?
Actually, yeah, if I could get the 2 item then, because I just saw you got maple syrup and grass jelly.
Yeah.
And we can mix and match, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, grass jelly and maple syrup for the 8 buckies.
8, yeah.
Okay. And I got cash right here too.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. She's getting us the stuff right now. And getting us the chain. Thank you very much. Okay. We're gonna sit down. Okay. This place is like so full. So full. It's so full. It's pretty good though on over here. So this is a common dessert that you'll get in China, right on over here. So this is your soy. Sometimes I like it hot, sometimes I like it cold. Today I'm getting it cold. Thank you very much. And it doesn't take them long to put it together either. which is a pretty awesome thing. If you do come on over here, cash is king. Okay? So a lot of these restaurants, even One Cafe, they prefer cash over card because One Cafe is so much larger than some of the other places. Just wanted to make them aware. There's so many of the other places, they do take card. But like, literally, Andrew, okay. I wasn't feeling roasted pigeon for lunch today. What did you have? What did you have? What'd you get? Everyone wants to know. Peyton, nowadays, One Cafe in Chadong because it's convenient. Yeah, that's true. Where's your favorite milk tea Hong Kong food? Oh, so Peyton got the idea right there. So I'm gonna show you this. Right, feel free. Drop the tea, Andrew. Where did you go? Did you go to the lunch lady? You went for sushi across the street? Fair enough, fair enough. This is much more affordable. So what we got is we got the maple syrup. That's why it's a little brown in here because it's maple syrup and the grass jelly. Maple syrup is one topping, and then you can see the soft tofu in here, which is exactly what you want. And you can mix it up, okay? Now, because I'm getting the maple syrup, I don't necessarily need the sweetness, but they have the sweetness options on over here too, that you can definitely get if you happen to be in the area as well, right here and right there, okay? And they'll also give you the brown sugar. I do like to add a little bit of brown sugar. I always seem to get the maple syrup when I'm down here. I just vibe with it, but it's good to get some brown. Make sure you don't put the brown sugar spoon into your dessert. Well, that's cool. So it's almost a wait, almost an hour over there.
Wow.
Hey, how's it going? I don't know if they're surprised because I'm in here or not, but like I've been in here like plenty of times before. It's really good. The maple syrup is like clearly coming through. Yeah, I don't know why I like grass jelly. But I do. Hey, good to see you. I like grass jelly. I'm a big fan of red bean as well. Red bean more in my pastries. I don't necessarily want it in my milk teas. Okay. Oh yeah, you can totally take them. They're just putting a couple chairs together right now. They're trying to get a group in. Oh, I have not tried lotus bean. I wasn't even aware that that was a... I'm gonna keep an eye out for that now. I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out for that. I wonder if they have... We'll check it. They got the menu on the outside. Monday, I think we should check and see if they got lotus bean on the menu. We'll check it afterwards though. Yeah, and that's one that doesn't come to my mind as often. Seriously, it really doesn't. I think I need to lower my voice a little bit. I got excited. But yeah, the cool thing about this is that you get a little bit of the sweetness with the maple syrup. And you get a little bit of the sweetness also from the grass jelly, but the grass jelly also gives you a little bit of texture, a little bit of jelly texture on in there. And then the tofu, this is the cold tofu, so it will literally cool you down. They have smoothies over here too, and they have a few snackies as well. But this place is like, this place is straight up a locals place. It's straight up a locals place. You don't see a lot of non-locals in here. Yeah. Will they put coconut milk in there? You can put coconut milk in there. That's an option on the menu. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's definitely, and coconut is also. It's mostly in mooncakes. People rarely put in sweet snacks year round. Okay, fair enough. But it is something that I didn't even think about that though. I didn't even think mooncakes are delicious though. So just to show you halfway through, and just to give you like a vertical view for a minute, okay? You can see how easily the tofu, it goes from being big chunks and it really breaks down into something easy to eat. Okay, if I didn't get the maple syrup, it would look a little bit more pleasurable. The maple syrup tastes so good. It tastes so good. And I love the big chunks of grass jelly. And you'll see these types of desserts all around Asia as well. So you can also see it in the Vietnamese food and stuff like that, which is very interesting to see. You can see it also in the South Asian Fallujahs and stuff. I don't know if I'm necessarily saying that right, but a lot more of those types of desserts that are sweet and stuff. Very interesting. Have you tried the 1,000-year-old preserved eggs? No, I've tried millennium eggs, not the 1,000-year preserved eggs. I don't think on that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. If someone offered it to me, I probably would still eat it. See what it's like. Yeah, but if Oakridge Park is an hour wait right now, wow. Yeah, well, we're on the subway line to Oakridge Park. I don't think I want to order any food on over there, but we could swing by and just take a peek. Let's set it up with like the expectations that Andrew has already set. We have zero expectations of actually getting any food. Just because the lineup is so long. It doesn't surprise me though. It really doesn't surprise me at all. That is fire. So that is, you saw how like I just kind of sat here and kept eating that. That is fire. And having it cold on a warm day like today. That was so good. That was really, really good. Thank you very much. Like, there's a reason this place is packed. You can hear everyone in the background. And so chill. Okay, here's the toppings right here. I said we were gonna look. So, there's options here. So, red bean, green bean, black, sweet rice. Okay. Coconut milk right on over there for Christine. I don't see lotus, okay, on in here, but you see a few other things like Barney, peanuts. There's my maple syrup and there's my grass jelly right there. Okay, and really, really good. And what is this place called? Okay. Excellent tofu and snack. This is like an old school staple on over here. It's so good. It's so good. Peyton's like, cash always. Make sure you keep some. Yep. Yep. That's the rule, especially with the old school places like this. Here's another one on over here. Lido restaurant. This is a classic Hong Kong cafe here. I haven't been in here yet, but I do want to go at some point in time. But today I had that specific craving that I needed to quell. I was just craving that tomato soup so much. From one cafe, it was just like calling my name. It was like, come to one cafe and have a feast. So I had to go, but that's what these Hong Kong cafes are like. And some of them specialize in breakfast items. Some of them specialize in all day, a variety of different items. And some of them just specialize in like lunch and dinner and stuff like that too. So it's really, not all are the same, but you can find the similarities in the cuisine across the different cafes. You need a refresher on your Canto Swear words if you want to take on Lido. Ah! Ah! I've heard Lido is interesting, and not just from Andrew. Sounds like fun, to be honest with you. I've seen only one other vlogger couple go in there, and they apparently really liked the food, but they really didn't want to talk about the staff, which is kind of interesting. I love it when you get like a saucy, I don't know the staff, I don't know the quality of the staff, but if you can get like a saucy staff that'll still serve you and that the food is delicious, it's kind of like a vibe. It literally is a vibe. But I don't know anything about Lido, again, okay? I haven't taken you guys in there on camera yet. When you bring a camera in, it changes the situation around, okay? Andrew says it is fun. It's at the restaurant. Ah! I love the shade. That's the friendly shade. That's the chirping shade. The chow mein with a side of personal insults. Oh. I get it. So we're in the Aberdeen Center right now. Big surprise, big shocker. Jerome is in Richmond eating delicious food and strolling around the Aberdeen Center. The kids are having fun. We'll let them take that whole side. We'll try to keep them off camera. We're not going to erase them, but try our best to keep them off camera when we can. What a day, though. What a day. There's the fountain. It's not on today, but that's okay. There's a soccer ball down here. Oh, Carol is going to be so happy. Carol is going to be so happy. There's a FIFA World Cup ball right down here. Look at the FIFA World Cup ball. There, I think the algorithm will be appeased. It's literally working like that right now, which is hilarious. I love it. So yeah, this is the Aberdeen Center on over here. Very Asian mall. This is where you come for Chinese New Year, okay? Or as they say on over here, Lunar New Year. Okay. Every time I shoot up Lunar New Year, there's always going to be a few people that are like, that's the colonial terms, you can't use that, blah, 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 blah. But they literally put it in their advertisements by the mall, so I'm using their words. Instead of like some person that's not from here, try to tell us what they need to say. We're gonna use the words of the people that live here and shop here and run the businesses here. It's always interesting. You can always kind of tell when you become a member of Metro Vancouver and you live here longer than 1 year, you kind of start to understand some things that really give away what an insider looks like and what an outsider looks like. And that doesn't mean appearance or anything like that. But a lot of the time, when you go to other parts of the country and they talk about the Southeast Asian community, they talk about the Hindu community from, of course, India, because that's very popular and very prevalent in other parts of the country. But when people start talking about that over here, people go, what? Okay? And yes, we do have Hindus on over here and stuff like that, but the population over here is actually Punjabi. So when someone says that to me, or a trolley starts getting a nasty message on the screen and stuff like that, it just kind of gives away. They're not from here. It is very interesting. Sometimes they think they're too much. Ah! Lido is too much. Fair enough, fair enough. I like the enthusiasm though. You wouldn't be talking about it if the food wasn't good. Seriously, you would not be talking about it. You would probably either be silent or you would just say, don't go there. Instead, you're just saying, go there, but be aware. Which I absolutely love. Absolutely love. Okay. Let's go on over to the SkyTrain station. Because I'm full. Yeah, I forgot to get. If you had excellent tofu, you're not going to get a receipt. And I don't blame them. They'll give you back the correct change and everything, which is awesome. But some of these places asking for a receipt is being extra. Cash only for a reason. I don't need to explain that. You can figure that out on your own. Okay. So let's jump on the SkyTrain. And it might buffer a little bit on the way over there because we're going to go underground. But let's pop up over at Oakridge Mall because we're literally on the same track on over here. So we need to go above ground through Capstan, Bridgeport, and Marine Drive. And then we go underground for 49th station, and then we literally hit Oakridge 41st station. So let's do that. That'll be good. And we can just pop up there. We're not necessarily gonna get any food today. I wouldn't mind like a mellow donut though. That would be good. Like a nice little mellow donut. That would be tasty. And the thing is that, but like if there's like a 30-40 minute wait, like that line will probably fluctuate. But Andrew was there as an hour wait. That's wild. I'm not surprised though. Vancouverites often love to have those experiences, and like a month later, There's still a lineup at the one cafe in Burnaby. Like, wow. Wow. I'm surprised there's only 4 fare gates at the Canada Line waterfront station, literally the busiest station. I'm not sure about that statement. I don't know if the waterfront station is the busiest station. I would definitely say Richmond Brighouse is a very busy station. It's very packed in here today. Very, very packed. It is really packed. Wow. How is it possible to be gorgeous like that and not be jealous? Oh, Sebastian. Sebastian with the flirting.
This train is for waterfront.
So you get a little bit of train tracks right now. I got it zoomed in so it's off of the people. But we're only going to go through a few stations above ground, and then we got one station underground to pass through, but it's going to take, like, once we get over to... Oh, this is perfect. Because I can kind of go like this now. I got a good spot. We got a good spot. There's like we got like something we can lean against and chill out and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. Don't tell us if we have a bunch of good food today in Grass. Oh my gosh! Don't wake him up. He's probably sleeping right now. Yeah. He probably, like, before I did the live stream, it was literally, I think, like 2 a.m. in the morning on over there, maybe 1 a.m., and he gave me a call.
This train is for waterfront.
There we go. This is such a busy train right now, guys. This is the best that we're gonna get. This is a zoom-in view. And of course, it gets harder to manipulate the camera the more you zoom in. But that is Bridgeport Station we are going to pull into next.
The next station is Bridgeport. Exit here for bus connections to Blossom Ferry Terminal. We're gonna post up here so we don't lose our spot. It's a pretty nice day. So the plan right now is, because there's a few other people on the stream, howdy, my name is Jerome, this is my channel. We're currently on the Vancouver SkyTrain right now. This is the Canada Line. I had lunch down in Richmond today, well, kind of a lunch and dinner type of thing. It's a little crowded here. I'm gonna keep the camera this way right now on my face, or point it out the side of the window, guys. We're not gonna be able to do the front window anymore. But we are leaving Richmond right now, and we are going to head on over the Fraser River. It's going to take a hot minute because we got a curl right on over here. And we are leaving Bridgeport Station. So we're heading through the Bridgeport area, and over here, there's a casino in the background there. It's the River Rock Casino. If you want a buffet, they apparently have a pretty good buffet. I don't find value for myself in going to buffets anymore, but a lot of people still do, so I'm not talking it down, but that's just one place I don't go. But if you want to see some really good buffets in the Metro Vancouver area, including the River Rock. Tim Lee is the guy to watch right on over there. He is awesome. He is kind of like the buffet master. He's known for going to buffets, but also just going to different restaurants and food courts around the Metro Vancouver area and the world and just trying stuff out. So very, very cool. A lot of the time if you're watching Tim Lee's videos and stuff like that, they'll try to promote Mark Wayne's against him and stuff, so which is interesting to see. You can see some of the log flotillas right there today, eh? Is that not cool? That's the logging industry at work right now. A little tugboat taking a flotilla of logs along, probably over to a sawmill. It looks like they probably came from the sawmill, so they're probably heading on over to the loading area. But it is an epic, epic day. So we're pulling into Marine Drive Station. This is the South Vancouver station on over here. And this will take you to buses that'll take you right across South Vancouver along Marine Drive. If you do get on over to the Killarney area though, just before you get into the Killarney neighborhood, they do have a bus loop that you have to transfer on over to if you want to go on over, for example, to the River District. So those are some things that you need to take into consideration, but pretty cool nonetheless. Pretty cool nonetheless. We're gonna now go underground. If it buffers, we're gonna be over at our station in about 4 minutes. So just be prepared if it does buffer. We're not going away, we're not disappearing. I'm gonna come back. We literally have about a 2-minute ride to the next station. Okay, and it's underground, so it's all dark. So we'll just keep the camera right here. And then another 30-second ride over to the station that we're going to get out at Oakridge Park, and we're going to check out Oakridge Park years to get all of that stuff up and running, because of course they're not going to put in the new cell towers in the Oakridge area until there's a lot more people living in the area. But a lot of those towers around Oakridge are going to have cell towers on top of that. Yeah. Andrew's talking about regular cycles of public transit and stuff like that, and so I'm not too worried about that, Andrew. You know, like if they need to, that's great. That's great, because they should exercise their rights. So I'm gonna support those people regardless, because they get me around. And some of the crap that they have to put up with. Bus drivers on over here, oh my gosh, they're like, sometimes they're like pseudo mental health care workers and stuff like that. Like, they shouldn't have to deal with that. They really shouldn't have to deal with that. No. So, and that's okay, because the SkyTrains run with a different group of people, so and they're automated. Yeah. You're allowed to have your own opinion, Christine. You're definitely allowed to have your own opinion. There's nothing wrong with you stating how you believe in that, but I'm gonna have my opinion too. I need to think about those types of things as well. You don't have to, but I have to. Yeah, they have to deal with a whole bunch of interesting people, and sometimes the most interesting people are the most difficult people, and you shouldn't have to deal with that ever. Cat. There's the station in the background we're coming into. We're gonna get off on over here. I'm back from setting up dinner. Oh well, Justin's getting ready for dinner. That's good. What time is it? That's 4:21. Okay, we're good. Because I got a premiere. I have a premiere at 5. Yeah, so recently I've been doing some spots for different organizations here in Vancouver, which is interesting. Interesting. So I did a spot for a BC Farmers Market yesterday. I'm gonna edit that after I finish my Oakridge Park foodie video for you guys. But they wanted me to go on over there and try just a diverse and international cuisine and stuff like that to really tie it back to the FIFA World Cup. So I tried some Palestinian cuisine, which is very, very close to Egypt. Palestine is, of course, right next to Egypt. So they share a lot of the same flavors and stuff like that. And I also went on over and tried some Vietnamese. I tried some different soups. I tried some Ghanaian stuff too. That was awesome. And we tried some tacos too. So it was delicious, very, very delicious. And the BC Farmers Market paid for the whole shebang. And the Riley Park Farmers Market helped show me around. It was very cool. We did it over at the Riley Park Farmers Market. That was a whole lot of fun. They paid for everything. But we are now over here at Oakridge 41st. Okay, so let's go see what's going on at Oakridge. We're getting nosy on over there. That is interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, the amount of people going over to this mall must be overwhelming the cell phone towers that aren't finished yet. That's interesting. Nick, good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. I love watching people in the background. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, okay. When you stroll around like this a lot, okay, and you don't show your face on camera and stuff like that, a lot of the times you'll get a lot of people getting angry with you over time. Okay? But when you put the camera on your face, people don't seem to have a problem because they know that you're filming yourself. And the story isn't about the people around you. The story is about you and your experiences now. And that's the difference between it, okay? And that's kind of one of the reasons that I like to do it that way, because it allows me to explore different spaces that when I used to do a different style of filming on my channel, you wouldn't get the same accessibility and access and stories from people and people willing to talk on the camera, just because that's not the style of video at that point in time. But this one is. It's a hosted live stream. I'm your host. I'm Jerome Forestwood. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button too. Because by the way, we're down here at Oakridge Park right now. Literally. Look, the sign says it right there.
Yeah, I was just watching your video today.
Oh my gosh, thank you very much. So yeah, let's head on down here. So this is a beautiful, beautiful facility on over here. I'll show you some of the towers, but right now the sun is directly over one of the towers. So you're not gonna get a good look at the tower because it's just bright. So, but we're gonna head on this way right now, okay? And the thing is that I'm not criticizing anyone who's done the style that I used to do on this channel before I decided to pivot and go towards a more hosted platform. Yeah, this place is still busy. Andrew is like right on the money with this. This place is very, very busy right now. Very, very busy. People are taking their free time, and when they get an opportunity, I'm in the shadows, I can finally take this off. It's just so sunny out right now too. It is busy though down here. Now, the trick is that if you're filming this way with you on the camera, you have to be on most of the time. And some people just don't have the skill set to do that. And fair enough. So that's why we accept all different people on YouTube and all of the beautiful stuff that they create, regardless of who they are. But Let's head on in right now and let's see what's going on. I might have to hit the ambient if this is not live. Okay? Just to give you a heads up. Here we go. Let's see how much it buffers. We're testing out stream quality right now, guys. Oh, wow. We got a lot of people. Look at that. It buffered the second you walked in. Well, keep me posted on how it's holding up, guys. And I'll keep an eye on the KPBSs. Okay. Welcome back. We're back. Yeah. Look at that right there. Yeah, when you get high ceilings like this, it's a little bit easier, but you can see all of they have a whole theater on over here, and they literally have bands that are going to be playing in here. This is the whole philosophy of this place. I can see this place being there. Yeah, just keep me posted. If it buffers bad for a few times, really hammer the chat and let me know, and I'll head back out. Okay? Because it might be hot, but we love having you on the stream because you boost our ratings. Oh yeah, they're doing like an Amy Winehouse kind of thing on over here. And like, this is a rough and tumble crowd. You gotta understand that a lot of people from Vancouver here come from Asian cultures. There's a big pan-Asian community on over here. I'm a minority, okay? Not a minority across the country, but a minority in Metro Vancouver. And sometimes people will bump into you, and they don't mean to, but it's so normal. Amy Winehouse is one of my queens. One of my queens. There's kind of like an up and a down. So this is kind of the up, with a few people that didn't figure it out. And then this is becoming like the de facto down. That's okay. Not everyone's gonna feel that. Over time, the culture is gonna develop it on over here. It's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting. So we're going up into the second level on over here. And we got pretty good stream retention on my side. Yeah, Oakridge, Daniel's right. Oakridge is there's a large Jewish diaspora over in this neighborhood. Very, very large. This is where Ominitsky's used to be located. They moved to another location because they got a little bit of a better deal, bigger space. But this is one of the places right here. You can see just how big and beautiful it is on over here too. Very, very awesome. They have spaces for the security guards to stand right on over there and just kind of make sure everything's okay. Absolutely beautiful. We're not going to be able to get into the food court today. I don't have enough battery life because of course I was streaming down in Richmond. Okay. But the line literally has 3 turns right on over here to get in right now. Okay. And that's okay. We have a food review from inside the food court that I'll release in a few days, and you'll be able to see some of the food that's in there. But you can definitely see right now the timeout market is definitely in high demand, and it'll probably be in high demand for about another month, just allowing everyone to kind of enjoy it. There's the logo right there for you. Okay. But what we can do right now that I didn't do before is we've already seen the outside. I did some pretty good coverage on the outside. Let's head around and over, head on down and over to the mall and just show you some of the stores that are in there. If it buffers, it buffers. If it doesn't, then that's fine. You can see the line literally comes from here and goes all the way down and all the way over to there. That is the end of the line for the food court right now. That's amazing to see. That's amazing to see. Yeah. So $22 for 3 tacos at Santo Taco is definitely the price on over there. $8 if you want 1 taco. But the difference is they're putting premium ingredients on them, and they're not small tacos either. They're the big tacos. So you can definitely keep an eye out for that. Okay, I got skirt steak. I got a pile of pork belly, about just as much pork belly as I got. So, like, it was like so much pork belly. I was very impressed. Very, very impressed. Here's the end of the line right on over here for the food court. So you're gonna stand in line for a hot, it keeps growing. Ah! But you can literally see, like right here, okay, all of the people down here as well. Look at that. Is that not awesome? That is awesome. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. You said it was lagging. Lots of people, yeah, it's gonna lag when we get on over there. Ay caramba. Oh yeah, it is so busy here. It is so, so busy. There is inside the food court for you. You can see there's so many people waiting on over there. Waiting on, there isn't escalators. Around here, there is no in front of us, but they're not on yet. I think there might be some escalators somewhere in the building. I'm just not familiar with it yet. It's so packed on over here.
Oh, this is the line to get in.
Wow. Just wow. Okay, we're gonna head back. Oh, there is escalators. There's escalators right on over here. Oh, so the up is working right now, but they're still fine tuning the down on over here. They do have elevators that work. So they have thought about accessibility already. We're gonna head back down. But here's some of Oakridge Park. Is that not beautiful? That is beautiful. That is so, so beautiful. Now that's the other thing, is that this is not only a mall, okay, this is a community space. There's gonna be public libraries on over here. There's a grocery store and all that type of stuff. So amongst the YouTube, wow. Okay, let's do a little tour. Let's see how much it lags as we go through. Again, guys, the big thing is that the signal. Oh, Nelly. Okay, we've made it to the next windowed area, so it should be a little bit better over here as we're heading through the area here for you. Okay. Yeah, you can see like the stream quality immediately goes up. I'm sure vertical would be less lagging. That might be true. Campbell's acting funny. There's way more on over here too. There's a lot. So we're to the next atrium right on over here now, where we're gonna get more of a cleaner signal. You can see little bars and the different types and different class of people that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was quite the streamer adventure right there. That is quite the streamer adventure right there. So we're over here now. This is camp. So many people in there right now. That just tells you how many people are interested in this facility. If we are getting lagging on at the end of the live stream right now. This facility is so brand new and so popular, and so many people want to see it. It's just so awesome. So I'm bringing a video to you later. Now we were getting a little nosy right now, just to see what it was like on in there. And you could see it, like it's a very nice facility. Very nice facility, open to the public. So, and like no one stopped me with my camera, no one had a problem with that. And that's good to see, because they're not afraid to allow the culture into the space, okay? They're not afraid, they're not hiding anything. And that's what you'll also see at those malls that we went to down in Richmond, where I got my meal and stuff like that. Parker Place isn't afraid, it's not trying to hide anything. Now the International Village Mall over in downtown Vancouver, that's the only mall that's ever asked us to step out. And that was because they had to enforce an agreement with the FIFA World Cup. So they had a new set of rules they had to follow because they fell in line with the FIFA World Cup at that point in time. So that was what's going on over there. It was the same at Metrotown opening day in 1986. Same thing, very busy. So Nick, do you think it was probably busy at Metrotown Mall for probably about like a solid month or two, eh? And that's what it's gonna be like on over here too. So, but that's why we go and we get nosy, because we wanna be able to check these things out, see what it's like, and not only to show you guys what it's like, but also to understand the capabilities. I think in the future, just because of the sheer number of people that are in there, and a lot of people are on their cell phones right now waiting in that hour-long line for the food court, a lot of the bandwidth is being taken up. Okay? But once Vancouver gets used to that food court and the lines start to subside, I think the fact that we can get into that big atrium on over there means that we're probably gonna have to wait a month or two, but we might be able to occasionally live stream in there too. And that'll be cool. And if it's like worst case scenario, we go in there, get the food, bring them back out. Have it in the courtyard or have it in the park. We can definitely do that too. But let's jump on the SkyTrain, let's head back downtown. Okay? Yeah, sometimes get ready for a little bit of lag. That's okay. It's all about. It's live. If it wasn't live, we wouldn't have these issues. But then you wouldn't be watching something live. Let's tap. There's my compass card. Now, just remember, if you're coming to the station on over here, when you come in the door, that's YVR in Richmond right there. If you want to go to Waterfront, you need to head down the stairs right here. So if you are coming to Oakridge, that's like that. Did Metro come in first or Station Square? I think. It'd be interesting to see Nick's perspective on that. It also started a boom of high-rises around Metrotown. Yeah, it did. It definitely did. Which is really a nice little bump for Burnaby, to be awesome with you. Yeah, yeah. And my assumption, I'm gonna lean in and say Metrotown was probably before Station Square, but that's just my gut feeling. That's not like anything based on fact. So feel free to correct me if my gut feeling is not right on that. But let's head back downtown. We have a 1 minute wait for the next train, so she's literally gonna show up like anytime soon right now. Okay. Andrew's like, remember that store? I don't even think that store exists anymore, period. I'm live streaming right now on YouTube. It's Jerome Forestwood. There, you can hit the QR code. Oh, you already got it.
Thank you.
No problem. They reminded me to get my QR code out, though. That's a good thing. Everyone's keeping me sharp today. There's the SkyTrade right in there. Coming on in. Wow, they are so busy today. There's a pile of people getting off right here. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we're stuck in the middle of the train, so we're gonna keep it. We're underground anyway, so you can't see anything out the windows. Nick's talking about all the stores that disappeared. Yeah, they're all gone now. That's true. That's true. That's true. Back in my hometown, in my old hometown, Andrew, yes, it's still called that, believe it or not. That's what they named the mall after, so the name is stuck. The name has stuck. So we are heading on over to our next station right now. Okay. And the next station that we're heading on over to is King Edward Station. It's not going to take us long to get on over to King Edward Station. But yeah, she's busy. She's pretty busy. I don't have to wear my hat in here. This is so awesome. Because they still have the trains somewhat heated right now. Because it's getting cold. It gets cold at night still. So that's one of the issues. You got to keep these things heated. Because otherwise, it's just not going to be a good ride. So we've done 3 of the, it turns 4 times on the track on over here. We've done 3 of the 4 turns now on the track over to the next station, King Edward Station. Okay. And it's not going to take us much longer to get over to where we're angling to go, but it's going to take us a hot minute. A hot minute. But yeah, she's a busy one today. She's definitely a busy one. This is just life. On over here just to get around and just to do their daily life things. And we have actually some really good connectivity underground on over here, which is pretty nice to see. Are we going to get this connectivity during rush hour? No. That's when you're literally shoulder to shoulder on in here, and it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. Okay, so we just came to King Edward Station here, and now we're at the station where we start to get a little closer. Over here, it was about a 2-minute ride per station, and now it's going to be probably about a minute, and then after that, it gets down to about 30 seconds. And they cheaped out and ah! That's the squealy. Fair enough. Fair enough. So howdy guys. A few other people have come onto the stream. We are literally on the SkyTrain right now. We are on the Canada line. We headed on over to Oakridge Park. It is still so busy on over there. There is some massive buffering on the live stream. That's okay. That just means that it's a good time right now. There's so many people in there enjoying that place. Definitely. We'll give it a few more months and it'll ease up, but definitely for the next few weeks, that place is gonna be busy, okay? Once that kind of eases out and it becomes more of like a place that people go occasionally on a basis there, rather than everyone going all at once because they want to see the new shiny complex that replaced a well-loved mall that was there before, okay? And time on a live stream, but for now, we'll go on in there on video. So I have some Santo Taco, and yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the food court and the Time Out food court there too.
The next station is Broadway City Hall.
And that'll come in the next week or so. Okay. We are over here at Broadway City Hall. I'm gonna set my video premiere back an hour so that I can head home and premiere that for you guys back home, okay? But what a day it has been on over here. I'm just gonna get a little bit closer to the entrance. We are over here at Broadway City Hall Station right now. So let me just reschedule things. There we go. Done. Save. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. We'll see how it's scheduled now. We'll take a look. Yeah. So we're gonna have a premiere at 6 p.m. So you can keep an announcement out for that. Okay. Let's head back down now and let's catch the SkyTrain into the downtown core. Okay. And that'll be good for us. The next train should be coming right now. And that won't take us very long at all. So right now you're gonna see the SkyTrain coming on in here, okay, for the other side of the tracks. It takes a hot minute, eh? There she is, right on over there. And we're gonna catch the SkyTrain going the other way right now, on the other side of the tracks, which is literally coming right now as we speak. Okay. And we'll get off at the rear of it. We're getting off at the bottom. My husband would love that. Here she comes right now on over here. And a lot of people are actually going to get off at this station right on over here. This is a very, very busy station. You'll be able to see a flood of people coming out. Okay. And we'll get on over here. Again, we're underground, so there's nothing really to see on over here. Okay, literally underground. But we're gonna head up another 2 stations right now. It's not gonna take us too long. It may buffer underground when we go underneath the ocean, because we're literally gonna go under the Pacific Ocean after the next station. We're gonna stop at Olympic Village Station first, and then it'll take us down and over to the next station. Yeah, this is definitely not a Mark V. This is like a Mark II or a Mark III. And by the vibe of it, it feels like a Mark III to me, but I'm not an expert on the SkyTrains. My husband will be able to tell you in a snap. And so, yeah, he is the transit nerd there. He is definitely the transit nerd there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Look at that right there. So we are leaving. We are literally leaving Olympic Village Station right now. And now we're gonna head under the ocean. Okay. It's it's not even like, that's the thing. Like, I don't even know these things. Apparently this isn't even like a Mark I or Mark II. This is apparently a high-end I wrote them on the Canada. Yeah, see, I'm not lying with you. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. All I care about is the train takes me back and forth to where I want to go very fast, and I'm very happy over our head.
The next station is
There's some people that care about that, and that's cool, but for me, I really don't care about what the model of train is. And that's for other people to worry about. But yeah, we're gonna get off on over here. It's there. Here we are. I hate the Mark II on the velvety line without the cramped seating. Oh yeah, there's a lot of different seating configurations, and it gets interesting.
The next train to arrive on the outbound platform is for Richmond to Brickhouse.
Like if you get on the old C bus, there's like seating configured with the white seats. There's C bus, like there's seating configurations that go right to the wall, and if you're inside of those seating configurations, you literally have to do a zigzag and stroll longer to get out compared to some of the new C buses where there's a complete open row on the side the whole time. It's fascinating to see. Fascinating to see. But we are at Yaletown Roundhouse Station. Let's head up to the top there, and then we'll finish off the live stream. Okay. So, anyways, folks, we started our adventure over at Bridgeport Station in Richmond, British Columbia, Canada, one of the southern cities here in Metro Vancouver. We went on over to one cafe. I had a craving for some food. I got my compass card right here. And so we got some One Cafe Hong Kong breakfast. It was delicious. And then after that, oh wow, there's so many people here. There's so many people. After that, we got on the SkyTrain and took a ride on over to Oakridge Park. And we got a little Nosy on over there. So the whole idea of the live stream. And we ran into a buffery mess, which means that Oakridge Park right now is so busy and the food court is so busy. It just validates everything Andrew said about an hour-long line to get into a very expensive food court. So something to plan ahead for if you happen to be in that area and are looking for that type of experience. And now we're back in downtown Vancouver, here in Yaletown, out Bill Curtis Square. And it is awesome down here. The weather is great. If you're in the area, head on down to the West End. The beach, even on a Sunday night, is gonna be bumping. So anyways, guys, thanks for coming along today. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe. This is Jerome Forestwood signing off from Let's Get Nosy. Have a good day. Bye. Oh my gosh, One Cafe was like so good today. It was so good. I had such a craving. I feel